What is going on, everyone? I see 7 bits in the chat. How's it going, dude? I am your host, CJ. Today is January 24th of the year 2025. Uh, Lots of news broke this week. A lot of rumors, potential leaks. Uh, is gaming going to $100 per game? Did Newegg just leak some games for this year? Lexar confirmed the key feature of the Nintendo Switch 2, and we discussed some of the games showed on the Xbox Developer Showcase this week. I'm joined again with our esteemed colleague here, MC Adventure. How's it going, man?
I'm doing very well tonight. I hope you and everyone else are doing the same.
I'm doing wonderful, man. How was your week?
Good. Oh, it was pretty good. Cold, but pretty good.
That's good. Playing anything new
Nice.
or like what are you up to like gaming wise?
Oh, I haven't been playing too many games lately. Trying to make some time during the day to play some video games in between. I did play a little bit of Crash Bandicoot 2 because I found a PS2 in the garbage. So
Oh hell
so
yeah.
I think that's pretty much like the extent of my video game playing.
And what
Oh yeah, in
was
heyday, but
Was there anything
heyday, but
wrong with it? What did you need to do for the PlayStation 2
it
to get
needed a new power cord. That's it.
it
I,
work?
the funny thing is, like, I was just talking to my brother, like saying, like, all it needs is a new power cord. Now I just need to figure out where I'm gonna get it. Went
Uh-huh.
to an estate sale the next day,
Uh-huh.
box full of cords. There was a power cord in there that worked.
Nice, nice.
So, so yeah, that's pretty much the extent of my gaming lately. Looking to
So,
try to get back into it though.
and 7 bits, he said he's been playing Phasmophobia. I'm hearing very good things about that game. What do you think,
Oh
Seven
yeah,
Bits?
that game looks like a lot of fun.
It's RPG, right?
No, it's think of it. It's kind of a little bit like Lethal Company, but you're hunting ghosts.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah, you basically go to a site and you try to collect evidence to figure out what the ghost is, and then you
Ah,
put it down in your journal, and then you get paid if it's correct. If
okay,
not,
cool,
you're
cool,
just
cool.
out of luck. And the ghost can hunt you. Like you have to kind of try to avoid getting killed by the ghost and try to figure out what the ghost is too. And different ghosts are since the ghosts are different, some of them are more aggressive than others.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty interesting.
I gotta
There's
check
some
that out.
real ghost hunting methods used in that game too. So
Oh boy. Wait, did they use a proton pack?
oh man, I wish.
Oh, not
now
a
that you
pass,
now,
hard
now that
pass.
now that you mention it, there seems to be a big flaw with this game. but no, you got to use like an EMF reader.
Uh-huh.
Uh, you can put down a blank journal for the ghost to write in.
Uh-huh.
You can use what else is thermometer? Like you can use thermometer to check the temperature in the room. Just all kinds of stuff.
Just don't
Pretty
cross the
interesting.
thermometers, that's all.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because otherwise the thermometers are gonna freak out.
What?
Yes, the spirit box. Yeah, the
Uh,
spirit box. That's a radio.
uh-huh.
It's a radio that you can hear the ghost talking on.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, but like some of those things won't work
Uh-huh.
for the ghost. So you have to try every single method. And like for example, if there's writing, you put that down in the journal. But say like the thermometer is not going to work, so you're not going to get freezing temperatures, which is an evidence. So
Uh-huh.
oh yeah, the
Ultraviolet.
black light. Yeah, the black light to find fingerprints.
Nice, nice.
So yeah, it's basically you narrow it down to what ghost it is based on there's only three pieces of evidence
Uh-huh.
and a whole bunch of tools to use. So
Uh-huh.
you're gonna figure out what the ghost is if you get all three pieces of evidence.
Excellent.
So
All right, gotta check that
yeah,
out. Then that game looks like I'm doing my research here. What, 2020 that game was released? Like pandemic game?
I think so. Sounds about right. Yeah, and it's got proximity chat too. So
Oh, just like Lethal.
yeah, so you could be standing on the other end of the house and hear screaming on the other end while the lights are flickering.
Uh-huh.
So
So
it can get pretty creepy, but also kind of funny at times.
so being an indie game, pretty much cost effective purchase, you would say?
I'd say, I'd
Uh-huh.
maybe I would $20 seems little bit like for me, really. I think it's a fair price for as big of a game as it is. Pretty
Right, right.
expansive, but
Uh-huh.
uh, $20 is a little bit much for me for a game right now.
Yeah.
But that'd be something I'd put in my wish list
Mhm.
to keep an eye on the price.
Gotcha.
It might actually be in my watch list, but yeah,
Well,
I'd say it's a pretty cost effective game. It's like $20, I think.
speaking of cost was probably a good segue into our first topic.
Ah, yes, segue point.
They're saying that analyst Matthew Ball of at Pillion research firm, I guess, he said that they're seeing potential price increases per game. Some going as
Yeah,
high as $100, maybe potentially for a GTA 6. So
I'm
I,
actually happy.
yeah,
Oh,
go
sorry,
ahead.
bud.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was actually gonna bring that up to you a couple weeks ago
Hmm.
because I saw reporting for it and I completely forgot to tell you. I
Hmm.
did see that GTA 6 is expected to cost $100,
Yeah. You think
and
it's going to be right out the get go, like the base game is 100, or you think it's going to be like maybe a extra, deluxe edition that a bunch of early access, maybe a couple of the skins or some advancements, for your
I
player.
mean, I would
I don't,
hope it would be.
or
Also,
yeah,
Melody's here.
it's Melody.
Yay! Hey,
Okay.
oh, and she's muted.
Oh, she's muted. Oh, there she
uh,
is.
but but yeah, you were saying like yeah, with all that stuff, I would hope that it would if it's going to be $100 that it would come with a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of bonus stuff. I wouldn't
Yeah,
even. I think even $70 is starting to get pretty expensive for a
yeah,
game like that.
I agree. I agree.
Uh, games just and with how bad games like most games coming out are not good.
Yeah.
Like there's a few gems from AAA studios, but most of them coming out are not good and absolutely not worth the price tag.
Yeah, some people are saying that even though development costs have gone up in recent years,
Hmm.
like should the gamer be like penalized for that? And should the those costs be
Well,
passed on to the gamer? I don't know. I don't think so.
well,
Because
it's
uh,
actually it's kind of actually something similar is going on at these studios that's actually going on in Hollywood right now.
uh-huh.
They're like this was kind of why I was kind of hoping Hollywood would collapse a little bit during the Writers Guild strike a couple years ago.
Hmm.
But like Hollywood is just this is going on at the game studios too. But to use Hollywood as an example, Hollywood is filled with self-entitled people right now who are all demanding a pretty big pay for some of the most menial labor on set. So we're talking like someone who like to bring up one example, someone who just goes get picks up food for people.
Hmm.
They're demanding like a massive wage that's driving up costs.
Right.
It's not just like it's like many people on the team that some of them have nothing even to do with the development of the game in particular.
Yeah.
They're just kind of in the background of the game, not really adding anything to it, and they're just demanding jobs. So
Yeah. Yeah,
uh
I think with the gaming industry, what sucks is that you have these games come out and they're always saying like, "Oh, it's a big success" or whatever, and then next thing you know, a bunch
mhm.
of people are like laid off, and it's like, why did you? So then, why are we paying this
Yeah.
increased price? Like, where's the money
Oh,
going? So
all I'm saying is people need to stop paying for games like that cost this much,
yeah.
and these companies need to figure out how to make their development cheaper.
Hmm.
Because it should not be getting this expensive, really. Because Red Dead Redemption 2 really didn't cost that much, and look at how absolutely gorgeous of a game that is.
Even till today, I mean, I
Uh,
said like
there,
during my live streams, like it's beautiful. Even it's a what 8-year-old game now.
yeah, I
Eh,
think it was, yeah, you're right, almost 8.
well,
This
well,
summer,
7
fall will be, yeah,
release, yes.
yeah. No,
So
no, you're right.
yeah,
You're right. 7.5 to 8 years. So,
right.
but I mean, just look at it. It would really didn't even cost them that much to make.
Hmm.
Uh, and so it's like, um, and to games now they really look terrible.
Hmm.
Look at Star Wars Outlaws that came out over the Christmas season. That game looks terrible graphics wise in some
Yeah.
areas, and it was insanely broken on launch.
Mhm.
and I think the game costs 70 or $80.
Jeez.
Um, and there was a big backlash against that game when it came out. Of course, it was Ubisoft, so there's no big surprise there. But like that game nowadays, like you can check the Steam thing. There's barely around roughly 100 to 200 people playing it at a time,
Yeah.
and this is a Star Wars game.
I
So
was
like
yeah, go ahead.
a lot of people did have the complaint about the price too. So
Yeah, I was honestly I was like just recommended like a let's play of like a full version of like full walkthrough of like Battlefield 3. And I'm looking at this
hmm
game. This game came out like 2011 and
hmm
it still holds up today. Like it can still compete with some of the games. So yeah, there's some things that are a little, like lacking in the
well,
visual
yeah,
department,
they're
but it looks
limited by the
phenomenal
yeah.
still, you know.
They
Yeah.
look but even though
Yeah.
they don't look quite as realistic as games can look today.
Right.
Somehow they look better than most games do today.
Yeah. And they just function, you
Uh,
know? They function now. It's
mhm.
not like you're waiting for that day one patch, you know? So,
Yep, they work on launch.
yeah.
And it's like given Nintendo has issues sometimes with releasing certain games, like they keep pushing it. At least they're willing to push the date back when the game is not finished or they want to work on it a little bit more.
Mhm.
Uh, and the problem is the thing is fans totally get it too. Like when they delayed Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, fans were like, "Go ahead, we want the game working when it's out."
Mhm.
So like these studios just like they release a game that's totally unfinished that costs crazy amount of money, and it just yeah, you get the picture though. It just and then people get mad and then they dump the game.
No, it's gotta be like Pokemon. It still has
No,
lag, it has
I'm
glitches
all,
and everything.
I'm all for some funny little glitches like with the Pokemon games, but I'm talking like the game is just not working at all. Like there was
Yeah,
one mission in
understandable.
Star Wars Outlaws that required
Yeah.
stealth killing.
Mhm.
Every time you tried to stealth kill in that game, suddenly you're in the middle of doing the stealth kill animation, but your character just completely slides across the map while doing the stealth kill,
Mhm.
and it alerts all the enemies. So if it's glitches can that don't really overall affect the gameplay, I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
no
Mhm.
problem with that. Like kind of like what you're experiencing sometimes in Red Dead,
Mhm.
just funny things happening. It's not really affecting like the game too much at all. So
Enhances it
yeah.
really.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny. But yeah, it's just like it's like that's the prices they're charging for some of these games, and then they give us a broken game.
Uh-huh.
Uh, yeah. And honestly, people really need to stop paying for these games, and they'll lower the prices.
That's the thing. I think just people they're tapped into this, basic casual gaming audience that doesn't really care about this. They get off of work or whatever they do and they go in the store. It's like I want to be entertained for this weekend. This is the game I'm
Yeah.
purchasing. I don't give a crap what it looks like, what it plays like. I'm just there to have fun. This
Yeah.
retail casual gamer. And at the end of the
Mhm.
day, it's like we're the ones that are looking at this and seeing it going downhill. And
Mhm.
we're the ones complaining, but it's like a race to the bottom right now, and you're
Yeah.
it's getting harder and harder to like code for these games. It's taking longer and longer.
Mhm.
So
Just because of yeah, because of how much is in the games now.
correct,
Games keep
like
getting bigger. Yeah.
yeah, that's the downside to it. But at the same time, you know, um $100 for a game, it's a tall ask, especially now. Like we have a lot of like sales for like Steam and stuff. I just wait for sales now. I don't even like buy
Yeah.
things day one. I'll wait for
Here's the
that
scary
30% thing.
Here's the
Yeah.
scary thing too, for bringing up Steam there too. This is not
Mhm.
necessarily Steam. I'm thinking more along Sony.
Mhm.
Like this is another alarming thing, like with the price thing as well. But Sony, like PlayStation, has started like when they sell digital games, they're basically saying like you're buying a license to play this game, which we can
Yeah.
revoke at any time.
Mhm.
So you pay $100 for a game, and then suddenly like they remove the game from the PlayStation store.
Yeah.
meaning you lose that game, and therefore you're out $100.
Yep.
Now there's an argument there between digital and physical games, but that's like another big issue, like with the price, is that some games are starting to completely go just digital, no physical
Mm-hmm.
copies, and so there you just lose your game right then and there and all of your money.
Isn't GameStop
Because
like slowly closing one by one, anyways?
Yes.
yeah, but their
Yeah.
business is kind of not very good right now. They
I mean,
overcharge.
the only thing I'm really worried about is if like Game Freak is doing Pokemon distributions. Like that's all I
Yeah.
worry about, because you have to like get the code from GameStop,
Oh
and then
no.
like that's about it.
I
Yeah.
think that if your game stops close, my game stops I think are doing okay. And if you want a code, I'll go pick one up for you.
Oh no. Like I still have a few GameStops here. I
Okay.
believe there's like 3 in town.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 here in my town, and they're all run by people who really don't care about it.
Yeah, I feel that's the norm for GameStop. You either get a really good clerk or one that really hates his job and hates
Well,
everybody else.
it's probably because of the job at
Yeah.
GameStop. I think I can tell they're passionate gamers, but I
Uh-huh.
just think they've had enough with the business there.
Yeah, they don't treat their
But I
people very
digress.
well. Yeah.
Did you
I
guys see
digress.
the new Monster Hunter trailer for like
I
I
the
haven't
have
seen it yet.
PS4?
No.
not yet. No.
How bad.
Well, you know me. I said I don't like to look at stuff like that. I like to go into the game blind.
That's true. That's
So,
true.
so
So
that's the only reason why I didn't ignore it. I just was like, nope, not watching this until the game comes out. Cause
It's mostly just talking about like the weapons,
okay.
and
yeah,
I think they did a lot of changes for the hunting horn to make it better.
Okay.
They said it's like I don't know the quote or phrase that they said, but I think it's something above the line vibrating bubbles.
Vibrating
It was something like that. I was like, what?
what was that
Okay.
monster? What was that monster? That monster that has all the bubbles coming out of it again? I can't remember.
Mizutune.
Mitsutsune.
Mizutsune.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Does that mean he's making a comeback?
I don't know actually. I hope Rajang makes a comeback. The
I
big
want my boy
thunder monkey.
Magnamalo. I want my boy Magnamalo.
I
I
just
doubt it, because he's based only in Rise, sadly.
I saw they make Magnamalo plushes, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get one now.
Oh
um,
yeah, those are very
Like,
cute. I want the
I
Palamute.
yeah.
I don't want
'Cause
to
I
add to my PTSD.
He's what are you talking about, CJ? If you put him on your shelf right in your bedroom, he'll just watch over you at night.
Yeah,
Maybe
I remember
watching
I
my
was running
dreams.
around and then Steed just gets killed instantly. I was like, I was almost about to arrive at the spot.
I was my first death was his in Monster Hunter.
Oh man.
Oh
Oh,
my
like
god.
in the beginning, if you just
Yeah.
started playing, he was the roughest monster you can go against.
Oh
And then
my
if you did the
god.
Oh, I
demo,
remember.
Uh-huh.
because I never really played like an actual Monster Hunter game until Monster Hunter Rise demo came out.
Yeah.
I absolutely got destroyed by Mizutune and
Oh
Magnamalo.
my god.
But like the longer you play, the more you understand it,
Uh-huh.
and
Mhm.
I ended up liking the hunting horn and the hammer, mainly the hammer, because
Yeah.
big
The
damages for me.
I'm
Mhm.
like CJ. I hated Magnamalo at first when we were fighting it, but then when we finally defeated it, he started to
It
grow
felt
on me
good.
a bit.
Yeah, it
I
felt
Yeah,
think
good.
it's
I
Yeah.
like
think I
I
sent
like
you
this
guys
monster.
like the prototype for Magnamalo's design, right? Because
I
they
think
just left
so.
it like
I don't think I've
because
seen it. No.
he's supposed to look like an actual tiger, but I guess they changed the color for it.
Oh, I
Oh,
still
okay.
see Tiger. I still see Tiger when I
Yeah,
look at him. So
I think
definitely can see.
I like Magnamalo, but I love Scorned Magnamalo because of that like broken horn.
He's
Oh
evil.
yeah.
I also believe we haven't even completed like Sunbreak.
No,
Well,
we did. We did. We
okay,
did beat
so
Sunbreak.
Yeah.
basically we did complete Sunbreak. However, we didn't like
End
fight
game.
all the monsters
Yeah,
in
the end
Ah,
game
Sunbreak.
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
That's
right.
why
There's
I
a
was
few
like, oh, I'm
levels.
pretty sure you guys are like missing a few monsters.
Well, I'm probably falling out of practice by
Same. If I
now.
go back in, I'm gonna be like, it's the first time I'm picking it up again. I'm
I'm gonna
like,
have to
what do
go.
I
That's
do?
I'm gonna have to
fine.
go.
That's fine.
I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
have to go fight a chicken to get back into this, like to get started back in the game. So
Wakak.
Speaking about chickens, I believe
Uh-huh.
in Monster Hunter Wilds they brought back the Yayan Kutku, which I
Uh-huh.
am completely hyped for because it's one of my favorite monsters from the Monster Hunter Stories
Ah.
series.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just a flame chicken basically. Not the
Why do
one
I?
like in
With the egg.
yeah, well, not the egg, but like with the little roly polies. I
Oh,
forgot the name
okay.
of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Why do I picture? Why do I just picture the chicken that Peter Griffin fights just on fire?
That's what it should be.
I mean, Monster Hunter Wilds does have like a chicken design, like literally
Hmm.
just colored white and red chicken.
Oh no.
But I don't like it because it looks too much like an actual like animal. Sadly.
Mm.
uh,
I do hope that they bring. There's like a monster in Monster Hunter series where it's like a paramantis, like an Egyptian paramantis. I've never
Mm.
fought it, but
uh-huh.
I really want to fight it, and I want to fight the giant owl that could like put you to sleep. And there's just so much monsters that they could put in the game, but I
Uh-huh.
don't know.
Yeah.
Which monster? This
Of the.
you said Wilds?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know those were in there.
Oh no. So the paramantis and the owl, they are in, I believe, the older games.
Oh, okay.
And I was just saying, like, I wish they were in Monster Hunter Wilds
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Gotcha.
because I feel like they would fit the theme a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
more.
yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of wishing there were a few more monsters, in Wilds, because we kept fighting some of the same ones over and over again, and I knew that there were more
Yeah,
monsters that
Uh-huh.
were in other games that we hadn't seen. So.
I'm still pretty shocked that they put an actual like octopus as the monster.
Flame octopus.
I
Yeah,
did
the flame octopus.
so I do watch some of those trailers for that game that just show off, not necessarily like the ones where they talk about the new stuff like the weapons and things. I should like
Hmm.
basically like a cinematic trailer.
Yeah.
I did watch a couple of those and I did see that monster and I want to fight it.
Yes. We must destroy cephalopod.
Yes, I just need a Switch 2 powerful enough to run Wilds.
I just want to see
Uh,
the armor for it. If the armor is good, then I want to craft it at least.
so did that new trailer
Hey,
say anything about like maybe Switch 2 at the end of it?
please give us some good
Um,
news, Melody.
I well, here's the thing. You guys didn't watch it. I only watched half of it.
Oh,
Please
really?
tell us.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I
because
gotta watch it then.
I had to leave, and then I was like, I'll watch it later. Didn't even go back to it.
She doesn't tell us because she said you should have watched the trailer.
That too. That too.
Um,
Yeah. Also, does the mic sound okay? Because I did like renovate and
Oh,
move around.
yeah, it sounds
sounds
great.
perfect. Sounds
Okay, good.
normalized to me.
Normally, okay.
Yeah.
New
So,
setup working well for you?
Um,
yeah.
yeah, it's better, but I just kind of like cautious about the surrounding noises. So I mostly would have to like stream at night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, in the
I don't
daytime
hear.
there's a lot of
Mhm.
Traffic.
No, I don't hear anything going on in the background at all. At least so far.
yeah, give me a minute.
Sure. Yeah, that's the one thing without these setups. You just got to keep optimizing. That's what I did.
Mm.
I mean, a lot of it is in OBS. You're going to change some settings, and then you're going to change some settings in Discord, and they kind of conflict or make it too low, and you just that balancing act the whole time.
Yeah,
So,
that's why when I start officially making videos and stuff, I'm going to
mhm.
like for now I'm going to once I get like recording software and stuff and all that good stuff set up, I'm
Oh
just gonna
right, you
be
got a capture
mess.
card.
Yes, I did. I did. I purchased it a couple hours
Yeah,
ago, but
clapping for MC.
yes.
He has
but
ascended.
He's gonna stream soon.
I'm going. What was it again? I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z yet, but I know what it was.
Uh-huh.
Super Saiyan. I'm going Super Saiyan. But
Going further beyond.
it's over 9,000. But yeah, like I'm just gonna I'm gonna when we play together, I'm just gonna just randomly record.
Mhm.
Not gonna try to make a video. I'm just gonna randomly record gameplay and just kind of mess around with it for a while until I
Oh yeah, like
figure
that's
out what
completely
exactly I'm
fine.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
optimization is going to be the thing you're going to be doing. Optimizing to get it like
oh yeah.
clean and
Yeah, like
it's going to be good.
there are some streamers that I watch where they just kind of like only record the important parts and then edit
Hmm.
it into like a little clip with multiple parts and then just
Yeah.
like post it for a short so they could get like people to see
Yeah.
their
Yeah, yeah.
content and like get
Basically,
likes and subs.
yeah. Basically make some highlights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some of the stuff that CJ's been doing in Red Dead 2, like clipping all that stuff to make a compilation video. But if there's any moments that you want to post as shorts, CJ, just let me know and I'll send you the clip.
Oh, for real. Thank you. Thank you.
But
Thank
I
you.
mean,
like
I still
that
like the Bracken clip.
Oh,
yeah,
that's my
that's one of the
favorite
best
one.
ones. Melody, did you were you were there that day? Were you there that day when that
uh,
happened?
yeah, I was
Think
on
so.
top of
Yeah, she was
the
there.
library cases with CJ, and then
The
the
kid.
kid
Oh,
was
you're talking about the
talking.
kid. You're
Yeah, the
talking about the
kid one.
Yeah,
kid's
the
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
kid was
Yeah,
talking,
because
and then
I was thinking about the one
The
where CJ
shovel.
teleported in and there was a shovel. That was my shovel.
oh yeah, I saw that one too. CJ's like,
Yeah.
why is there a shovel here?
That's
Bracken
because
popped
the
out.
funny thing is I had died probably about 15 seconds prior from that Bracken.
Uh huh.
That
Mhm.
Bracken came back and grabbed CJ too.
Yeah,
He was on a
beef.
That was
mission.
yeah. But I'm thinking like what would make a funny short to post on your channel would be that moment where John comes out from behind the bush and you collide right into him.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, that'd be a good
So
one.
from what I've seen, I
Uh-huh.
guess the way to mostly kill Bracken is kind of like how you kill a loot bug. You kind of go in a circle with it and then
Uh-huh.
hit it
Hmm.
when you guys cross paths a little bit. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
that's a little difficult because Bracken's more
They're
scary
Just
than
fast.
loot
one
And they're
touch,
bug.
you're
fast.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
fast too, yeah.
Uh-huh.
You basically need to have somebody use the zap gun on it to hold it in place while you hit it
True,
with the
true.
shovel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How can you hit a apparition though? How does this make sense?
Good question. Well, you're using think of the ray gun as the I must be tired because I can't remember names. The proton packs. Think of the ray gun as a proton pack, and it's grabbing onto the apparition, making it more physical, a
Ah,
physical manifestation, so you can actually smack it.
seems legit.
I don't know. I'm not a
Did
scientist.
you guys see the other trailers for some games? Like I believe like Doom 1, 2, 3, and 4 or
Y-
something like that.
Yes, the developer showcase was this week, and they
Mm.
showed 4 games that I know of, and all they're getting 3 of them are getting like release dates. So, Doom: The Dark Ages is May 15th of this year.
Oh.
South of Midnight, which is that rural kind of bayou game that's kind of like stop motion look to it. It looks very interesting. Coming out April 8th of this year, and then
Okay.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is on April 24th. And then we got a name I have not heard in quite some time, Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4 was
For
it?
fall this year,
Yeah.
supposed tentatively.
I
And
was like a Ninja Gaiden. Wow.
I picked up the demo for one, and I was like, this is the hardest damn thing I've ever played in my life, and I've never been back.
Oh
It
no.
Hey,
is
Melody,
brutal game.
Melody, I know a game that CJ should
No,
play on
no,
the channel.
don't do this to me.
Specifically, a demo version of the game.
I think I still have it here somewhere. I have to
Oh,
like, it's like OG
is it for?
Xbox.
Oh man,
I don't even know how to stream that, like get that to HDMI. I would have
probably
some
gonna
kind of
have to get several
converter.
converters. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't even know, man.
Also,
you're
I
gonna have
believe
to get a
Final
converter
Fantasy
for a
Rebirth
converter.
came to Steam finally.
Oh, really? Oh, thank
Yeah.
God.
It should be on the like Steam page when you got get on it.
Nice. That's gonna look really good. I'm just the mods, man. They're gonna be out of control. Man. I don't think I'm gonna be on
I
the
can
internet for a while.
imagine all the Tifa mods, okay?
Of
Oh
course,
my
I'm
gosh.
sure. I'm
Imagine
sure they've been lined up from before they even announced the
that.
PC version. I'm sure it's ready to
Yeah.
go.
I feel like Tifa has more mods than Aerith does.
Yeah. Aerith is the
Man.
girl you take home to mom.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm just the innocent bystander here. I've never
Uh-huh.
played Final Fantasy.
You
Sis.
should. I
Uh-huh.
would recommend it. Probably like
I
7,
thought I
honestly.
thought 7 looked really good. Didn't I see that was coming for the Switch at some point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you
I
want
might
to
look
play
into
like
that.
the remake or do you want to play like the old version?
Oh, it just depends. How does the original version look?
polygons and
It's
Oh,
really
okay.
blocky.
Probably the remake. Probably the
Yeah.
remake because I thought the remake looked really gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, I prefer like the retro versions because that's just
Yeah.
It-
I'm kind of like that, but for a game like Final Fantasy VII, I kind of like it looking more realistic.
I
Kind of like
also
what I was
think like
playing.
the
Yeah.
remake.
But like
I also think the
Mario, for
remake
example.
doesn't have any of the chocobo breeding, which I'm like a big fan of the breeding part for the chocobos because
I
it's like
think that's
Pokemon.
gonna be in the. I think that's in Rebirth, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's they split it in 3 games. I think that part of it's gonna be there.
Why?
We'll get when I'm done with Red Dead Redemption. We'll confirm it because that's the next game I'm playing.
Oh right, that means that you guys would have
Rebirth.
to also recruit Kate Sith, right? And
Yeah, Kate Sith
Sid
should be in
and
there.
Vin.
Yeah,
Is Vincent Valentine? No, are they DLC characters or something like Vincent Valentine and
I
Tifa?
hope
I mean,
not.
not
I,
Tifa, Yuffie. My bad. Jeez.
Uffy was DLC was a separate DLC character, like its own separate storyline. I didn't get that. That was the integrated stuff. I didn't feel like giving something like $15 or whatever they were charging. But yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
a separate
really
thing.
want Vincent Valentine. I haven't gotten him
Yeah.
yet in
In 7.
my save file.
Okay. Yeah, the vampire.
Yeah.
I remember he had like a game for himself, like on PlayStation 2. If I'm not Dirge of
Yes.
Cerberus, I think it.
Yeah, Dirge Cerberus. Yeah.
That's the one. Oh my
It
goodness.
just talks or not talks. It's just
Uh-huh.
about like his side of the story, and then he goes and like talks to his frozen wife in or whatever in the crystal.
That sounds like
And then he
Mr.
turns
Freeze.
into a doggo. Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze has the same origin story. What?
Hi, honey, it's me, Mr. Freeze.
Oh my god. And then he turned into like a lichen werewolf, whatever, fights some monsters and whatnot. That's
Nice.
basically it. But he uses guns, which I'm like a big fan of. And I
Yeah.
really like his character
Oh, I'm
design
big fans
too.
of guns
It's
too.
very grungy and everything.
Yeah, his design in like Advent Children was really good with his gun design. It was like phenomenal.
Hold on, what's his name? I want to look up a picture.
Vincent Valentine.
I've heard of this character. I
Yeah,
might have
he's
seen it,
very,
actually.
very popular in the Final
He is
Fantasy.
a beautiful character. Right?
No, not Vincent Van Gogh.
Vincent Van Gogh. He has no ear.
Shooting paint.
Oh, I think I've seen this character before.
Yeah, he's pretty iconic.
I really want him to be the father of Sephiroth, but it's like confirmed that it's that
Those
old
shoes.
ugly Dr.
What
Death.
are those?
Yeah, Hojo.
Yeah, Hojo.
Yeah, ho for sure.
Definitely. They said that he was like handsome or something when he was younger, and I was
I
like,
don't see it.
Stop
Don't see
the
it.
cap.
He's got the Jay Leno freaking like chin, so I don't think that's happening.
Oh yeah, the freaking huge chin. Jesus.
Well, handsome is subjective.
You
'Cause
like
there's those people, those people, because there are people that claim someone is handsome, and then there's those who are. I've lost my train of thought.
Well, let's
Continue
look
on,
at it like
please.
this. Like, I guess Sephiroth is pretty as his mother. His mom's very
Mm.
pretty.
Yeah, I guess you could say that there are people that when it comes to him being handsome, they're either his mother or they're wrong.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Okami 2 is gonna be on the Switch too, or is it just gonna be like on PS5 and whatnot and PC?
It depends on what Capcom's doing. If it seems like Capcom's making a big push for like multi-platform, so I don't see why not. You know what I mean? So it hurts Capcom in the long run if they just make it exclusive to Sony like they've used to, like with some IPs.
I mean,
and stuff.
with the Switch 2 update with the controllers, I'm pretty much hoping for it to be on the Switch.
Yeah.
Literally.
I'm kind of I kind of think that a lot of like their games there are people that want their games on the Switch, and I'm just kind of wondering if a bunch of their games are just not compatible with the Switch right now.
Yeah.
But if the
Uh,
Switch truly is more powerful, maybe they could put a whole bunch more games on there.
Yeah, I think they said that in the trailer announcement that most games will be compatible, but
Yeah.
just not like a lot of them.
Okay.
Well,
Well, there's most of them is better than some of them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Okami with the brush and the Switch Joy-Cons that act like a mouse. I think is a match made in heaven. I think. You know what I mean?
I cannot wait to see Princess Kaguya again.
Kaguya, nice. I still gotta play that game. I see it's on like Steam, and every so often it goes on sale. I saw it was on sale for like $5. I should have freaking bought it.
I believe it was on sale on the Switch.
It's on the
like,
Switch
not
too.
that long ago. Yeah, it's on the Switch as well.
Oh, nice.
Okami 1.
I gotta try that.
I think I bought Alien Isolation for like
Ooh,
$2 on Steam one time.
that's a scary game.
One
It's
time.
like it's a $60 game too. So,
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
and that was back in 2014.
What Dolph life, man.
Did you play it yet?
No,
Oh, why not?
Yeah,
well,
he's trying to get a large backlog like you.
my compute
So
yes,
you have to do
I
it.
just pile them
Ah,
on, pile them all
create a
on.
dam and put them behind the dam. I got it.
No, so actually, shocker, I lied about my age at the time because it's an M for mature game.
Uh-huh.
So, also, mom didn't want me playing M for mature games quite yet. Understandable. So,
Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
so I just bought it and
Mhm.
had it for when I had a computer that could play it,
Uh-huh.
and I was old enough to play it. Since it's an older game, my computer might be able to run it.
You should give it a try. It's a good one to probably stream. That's a very
Yeah.
popular one to stream.
Oh boy, I'm kind of
Yeah.
scared to play it.
It's
Not because I'm scared of
terrifying.
the alien.
Yeah.
I'm not really concerned about scariness. I'm
Uh-huh.
concerned about the computer in that game. It
Very
learns your play
smart.
pattern.
Yeah.
It for 2014. It is
Uh-huh.
scarily smart. It learns your play pattern, so you have to keep adjusting constantly.
Right, right.
And if there's one thing I'm not good at is adjusting. I am not good at adjusting play style at all.
Think on the fly.
I will go in, I will play one game and then I
Uh-huh.
will put another game in on the same day, and suddenly I'm like, what are the controls for this game? I'm still playing on Breath of the Wild controls.
You got to get
That's
used to it.
I
Yeah,
get like
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah. Like my brain is just in Breath of the Wild control mode, and
Mhm.
now I'm trying to play Minecraft on the Switch. Of like, jump button. That's not the jump button.
Wait, Monster Hunter Wilds has a demo too, right? Coming out.
Yeah, I think February. I think about the same week as the Super Bowl. I want to say
I
the
think
9th or 8th.
isn't the release date for Wilds like 28th of February?
I don't know.
I
Are you
It's
believe
later
gonna
so.
do the
February.
demo, CJ?
I think I might go back in to see what's changed, but I'm kind of sad that it's the original build. So my insect glaive is going to be locked to all the old ways. And they already said they're going to retool the insect glaive. So I'm like, should I get used to this and then have to... I'm probably not picking
I
up for now. So that's the thing.
I would honestly say
Yeah.
like get used to it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine if you start playing Wilds like on your own. You don't have to wait for us.
All right.
At some point we'll play together, but yeah, I'll
Yeah, and
definitely
then we'll
watch you
have
play
you
it.
carry us this time.
Well, with the amount of backlog, and when I get done with it, it's probably all gonna be going on sale anyways, and I'll just pick it up then.
A few
So
years down the line.
yeah,
That's true.
it's hard
By
for me to pick it up
by
at
then the
full.
next one will be, by
Uh-huh.
then the next Monster Hunter game will come out.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
you picked up Monster Hunter Rise when I said it was on sale, didn't you? Like
Yeah.
$25 or 20 20
I
Yes,
think
I picked it up
20.
as well too.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
20.
both picked it up, I think, at the exact same time.
Yep. And with
You did
Sunbreak,
first, I
yeah,
believe.
was freaking phenomenal deal. I couldn't
It took
pass it up.
MC like a week.
Yeah. You were trying to get a hard copy or something, I think, right?
Yeah, he
Yes, I
wanted the
was.
physical.
Right, right.
Yes, because if they take it off the Nintendo store, then at least I still have it.
Nice,
So
nice.
joke's on you. Well, no, wait, no, PlayStation does it, but you might
Right.
still have it. I don't know, but
I really
February.
Who
wish they
knows?
gave like indie games more physical versions instead of like virtual.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's just something really nice about inserting the cartridge into the console.
I mean, I
Something
hate it when
very,
it
very
gets stuck and like the card doesn't get
yeah,
read. That's the
Mhm.
only thing I hate.
yeah.
Monster.
And it seems like the game reader isn't as good as it used to be either, because
Yeah.
I used to run into that problem with my DS
Yeah,
where
yeah.
I'd
Oh,
put the
the
cartridge
DS
in.
was like the worst part.
Yeah,
It was the worst one to read the cartridges.
yeah, and they improved it with the 3DS, but yeah, the DS card reader was not the best.
Oh,
Definitely. What were you gonna say, CJ? About
yeah,
Monster Hunter?
yeah. It's releasing next month, the 28th. So it's a lot sooner
Okay,
than
yep.
I thought. Oh my goodness.
Yep, it's next month.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're a little over a month away.
Oh my god.
Can you believe it, guys? Monster Hunter Wilds, only a month away.
I think it was on sale before the game was coming out. I think you guys probably missed on the sale.
Yeah, there was a sale on it. I think like if you pre-order, it's like a few, like maybe $10 cheaper or something like that. Some areas was like there's like other third party kind of like Green Man Gaming kind of does stuff like that.
Mm.
So
Well, a game like this, a game like Monster Hunter Wilds, it's one of those games that I would prefer to play on a console.
Yeah.
yeah, same.
Because yeah, it just the way it is. There are some games, judging by the looks of them, of just how they are, I'd
Yeah.
rather play on the console than on PC. If I need to move around super quickly and aim accurately, then it's gonna be
Aimbot.
PC overall. But
Kidding.
My PC was on live support.
Shush, Melody, you don't know. You don't
Poor
know, Melody. Shush.
poor Alma was like poor textured Alma. It was like nightmare fuel for me. It looked like she looked like a
Jeez.
PlayStation 1 character. It was ugly.
Did you
You
send pictures
gang.
of that? I can't remember.
No, I didn't. That's the
Do
thing. My OBS wouldn't connect, so I couldn't capture anything. So it's like
Oh,
I don't know why
I
OBS
think
just didn't want to connect while I was running that game, and it's the only
oh,
game that
maybe
did
you.
that. Yeah.
Okay, maybe you linked a video to it or something because
Yeah.
I remember seeing something about
Oh,
that game not rendering.
yeah, there were
So
people who had Alma looking like a PlayStation on YouTube. Yeah, if you search for it, you'll find it. Highly suggest you don't do it. Please don't do it. It'll ruin your experience.
Do you guys want to play Monster Hunter Worlds first and then slowly move to Wild, or like play immediately in Wilds?
I'm down with starting with Worlds because I mean it's still
yeah,
one
same
that's
here.
on my backlog, and I rather not pay full price for Wilds right now and wait for that inevitable sale. So I mean this would
So I'm gonna.
carry
4
me in there.
years down the line, we will wait.
So
Oh,
I'm gonna need to
they'll
get some
get
more.
it.
I'm gonna need to get some internal memory cards first.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, I gotta upgrade my laptop to like an actual
yeah,
gaming PC.
Yeah.
upgrades. People upgrades.
I
I
think I'm
just
gonna
need
need to
to
build a
like
PC
I
for
saw.
this one.
I think I have a listing saved from Amazon for the cards that I need. I just need to verify that they're gonna work.
Yeah, yeah.
So and then I'll order them. I think it's 216. No, wait. No, 232 gigabyte cards to make a total of I think 64.
Mhm.
64 gigabytes of internal memory. So,
Memory can get you
I don't
so
want my
far,
computer to run.
but what really comes down to is
Yeah.
that GPU. That GPU, especially for games,
Yeah.
that is your limiting factor. You have to get that up somehow.
Yeah.
So
Well, my laptop is not a gaming laptop, but
that's gonna
for
be a
what
problem.
it's able to
Yeah.
run. It's able to run
Yeah.
some things pretty well. Like it
Mhm.
surprised me that I was able to run
Minecraft.
Power World. No, I could run Minecraft on my older laptop, which was
Mhm.
a lot weaker. But this computer runs Minecraft so well.
Mhm.
The only issues I have with it are when other people are having internet issues, or of course the most common issue, Mojang breaking the game.
That's a feature, isn't it?
No, not Bethesda. They're not going the way of Bethesda. But yeah, no. I was able to run Power World, which I was very surprised by that.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit laggy, but
Mhm.
for the most part, I'm able to run it.
Well-
So I feel like if I had some more memory, it might be able to run a little bit better.
For that game, yeah, memory is it's a resource hog, especially if you're like hosting a game. It runs out of memory very fast.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I
speaking
hope
of
Mario Party goes on sale.
Mario,
Oh yes.
I do
Going back
too.
to prices. Going back to game prices. I'm sorry, CJ, but $30 is not a lot of money for this game. You can get it gently used on eBay.
Speaking of backlog,
I know how much that phrase cracks you up, Melody. Gently used.
Gently used. That's what they all say.
But yeah, it seems like the cheapest you're
Exactly.
going to be able to get that game is about $30, maybe 25 if you're lucky. But I keep sending you listings and you won't act on them.
That game should not be more than $20. How long is it? It's been out since what? The Switch came out?
I think that game came out when the Switch came out. Yes.
Jeez. Like, why are they charging so much for this right
And
out
I
the gate?
think here's what's really dumb. I tried to go out and buy Mario Party Superstars, and I saw Mario Party, and I thought, oh cool, that's the one right there. Got home, realized it was Super Mario Party.
Oh, jeez.
which I'm not, which I like Super Mario Party, but it wasn't the one I was looking for, and I
Uh,
spent $50 on it.
ugh. See, that's a
And
hard
this was a
sale
couple
for me.
years ago too. This was a
Yeah,
couple years ago too.
and I think it's still that price, ain't it? It's still like $50, 49.99
If
still.
you go to Best Buy.
Unreal.
Yeah, but no, like eBay, like I keep telling you, eBay is gonna be your best shot.
But people, I'm gonna
Is
get
Jamboree
carts.
good?
Huh?
I haven't checked. I remember reading one like review on it. They said it's not too much of an improvement, from what I hear, but I haven't done like a deep dive on it, so I'm not too
Like
sure.
I
yeah,
think the only
Yeah.
thing I ever saw was like a racing mini game. I
yeah.
think.
Honestly, like I've heard a lot of good, like that's why I bought Superstars, because there were a lot of good things I heard about Superstars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but haven't heard much about Jamboree.
I'm not hearing a lot of good things like or anything like people celebrating that game or it's like, oh, this is the best Mario
No,
Party game ever.
I
You
guess
know?
it's, I
Yeah.
guess there's no Jamboree to be had there.
No
Yeah,
Jamboree.
I only remember it being released and it didn't really go wild on Newegg
Mhm.
at
Correct.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard Jamboree is out, and then nothing else.
Yeah, sad.
But I remember
Mhm.
hearing quite a bit of hubbub for Superstars. Not like an insane amount, just like general, like, oh yeah, it's a fun game.
I'll tell you what, it's making a lot of hubbub. That Newegg leak or potential leak. Did you guys hear about that?
Newegg? Is this
What?
Animal Crossing?
No, no, no. Newegg is like a computer like
New
it's.
Animal Crossing.
I think of New Leaf
Oh boy,
or New Horizons.
I've never
Is
heard
it
anyone say that
Newegg?
about Newegg. That's hilarious.
Is it Animal Crossing?
It should
What?
be. It should
There's New
be.
Leaf, New
Probably.
Horizons, New
Newegg.
Egg.
Yeah, that should be the new Animal Crossing name.
I am
But
praying for a new Animal Crossing really badly. But what were you saying, CJ?
yeah, so Newegg, for people who don't know what Newegg is, it's a place where you can get PC parts, build your own PC. It also has video games, all kinds of stuff for like PC building and
I feel
tech
like you're
in general.
calling me out for people who don't know what New Egg is.
No, 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 no. A lot of people don't know.
That's actually a pretty
Yeah,
good deal. The new
No,
Egg
no,
game.
I'm not.
yeah.
No,
Newegg.
I'm just
I built my
kidding.
my first two PCs from Newegg. Like all my stuff I usually bought from them.
Okay.
But the problem with Newegg, and I'm not gonna get into it, it's their return policy. It's for another discussion. But so they had a listing for their gift card for Nintendo gift cards on the site,
Mm-hmm.
and they said according to so Newegg says like these are the 2025 games for Nintendo Switch 2, and they list off
Ooh.
these games here: Metroid Prime 4. So we kind of know that one.
Yep, I've heard that one was rumored. So
Yeah, so that's probably going to be
yes,
ported over, most
probably
likely.
confirmed. Yeah. So.
A new 3D Mario that has not been confirmed.
Oh.
A new Mario Kart. Well, kind of understand that's what's coming out of the
Well,
gate from the trailer.
Really, dude, I'm
Yeah.
absolutely shocked by that one.
Yeah.
It's been so long since we got a new one.
Yeah. A Legend of Zelda remake / remaster.
I am praying it is Wind Waker and Twilight
Princess. It has to be.
It
What
doesn't-
else could it be? It has
Here's
it
the
must.
problem. Here's the problem. It says A. It doesn't mean some. It just says A. Does that mean we're only getting one? Are we being misled? Oh gosh.
It could be like a dual, like kind of like how the Mario
the All-Stars.
All Stars thing, kind of like a compilation with two games, maybe potentially, like in there.
That would be, and if they made it a physical edition, that would probably break some records.
They need a Zelda game
because people people really, really want those two games on the Switch.
Yeah.
Is the Legend of Zelda with Link waking up at the shore, is that on the Switch?
Yeah, they remade that one. You're talking Link's Awakening.
There we go. And I was like, I hope that's not having a remake or anything like that. That would ruin it so much.
Yeah, they've already remade that one for the Switch. It's really it looks like Echoes of Wisdom, that same kind of like claymation art style.
I remember that. Yeah. I know.
I know that Link or Legend of Zelda Four Swords had like a remake on the 3DS, I believe.
You know what I kind of wish they would.
think. Mhm.
You know what? I kind of wish they would remake just because it's something that we could all play. I wish they'd remake Triforce Heroes.
Uh-huh.
That was like one of the very few multiplayer Zelda games.
That it's
It was
my
it
brother
was
just finished that game like last year, and it sucked for him because he had to solo it. So you can't play with two people co-op. It's either one
it has
player
to
or
have
three
four.
player.
Well, there we go. We
Yeah.
got 3 people right here.
Yeah. So like if you had another I couldn't help him. He had to solo it, so we didn't have a third
Yeah,
person. So it was unfortunate for
yeah.
him.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
bring some multiplayer Zelda games. Imagine if
Uh,
they made something like Breath of the Wild
uh,
multiplayer. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
that'd be so fun.
And there's a couple other games on that listing that Newegg claims is coming out this year.
Mhm.
Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Kind of knew that one was on the pipeline.
Yeah, it
Didn't know it was
sounded
for
like
the
that one
Switch
was a
too.
given.
And Pokemon Legends ZA coming out this year.
I want there to be
Uh-huh.
a new Nintendogs
That
and a
is,
Paw and Claws pet vet.
the Nintendogs was blowing up when it first came out on the DS. Like
Hold
they
on,
Oh,
really
it
need to,
really was.
yeah.
Like
hold on,
so many
hold on.
girls were getting the game.
So I
Uh-huh.
think I heard something like Nintendogs is one of like the top selling DS games of all
Oh,
time,
One of
right?
them.
it really
Yes, it
was.
blew up
Yeah.
big
Hold on, let
time.
me just top selling Nintendo. Hang on,
It
I'm looking up this
That's actually a really
Nintendo DS
good
games.
idea, Melody. Like that's an IP they
Hold
really
on,
need
let's
to
look at this
revisit.
list here.
And
That
then
would make them a shit ton of money.
one
Uh-huh.
of the other ones that I really
Okay, so
loved
let's
growing
see
up on
here.
the DS was
Uh-huh.
this game too.
Oh
It's
my!
kind of like Nintendogs, but it's hamsters.
A hamster?
I wish they would have more. I mean, there
Let's
is
see
a
here.
Switch game for hamsters, but I
Uh-huh.
don't exactly know if it's the same as
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
the creator for this.
Okay, so
Pet vet.
yep, Nintendogs is the second highest selling Nintendo DS game. Sold 23.96 million copies.
That's saying a lot. Because that's what, the
It
second
really
most
The
sold
is.
only
like handheld or something?
That's the second most sold DS game of all
Yeah.
time. The number one goes to New Super Mario Brothers, which sold 30.8 million
Wow.
copies. Third place is Mario Kart DS,
Third place
which
marker.
sold,
Okay.
no joke, a few 100,000 less than Nintendogs.
Bruh. I mean, hey,
Jeez.
Nintendogs is good,
Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is number 5.
Damn it.
Pokemon
of
Black
course.
and White is number 6.
I love that game. I love Black so much. It's one
Uh,
of my favorite games.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver were number. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 8.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Hey, Mario Party DS is number 11. Yeah, Mario Party DS is my favorite Mario Party
I
How's that
version.
believe
going?
they did do like a
Yeah.
remaster or remake, whatever, for this game here,
Uh-huh.
but it never got ported over to America. It just stayed in Japan, and there are like
Uh-huh.
fan translations, but it just never came to America, which I'm so disappointed about because Dragon Warrior Monsters was one of my childhood games for the Game Boy, and it was so good. I
Huh.
miss it, Sag.
It has
Uh,
it has that kind of like aesthetic for like that game you like, Village Life or whatever, Fantasy Life.
Yeah,
yeah, it does
there
look
you
Kind of
go.
like
looks
Yeah,
like
Fantasy
it. Yeah,
Life.
it's like
yeah,
Yeah.
Fantasy
yeah.
Life. And the game had like a second part to it because this one's Tara's adventure, and then you could
Uh-huh.
play the other version, which is her brother
Uh-huh.
Kobe's journey.
Uh-huh.
So they have like monster exclusives, and you could trade it to one another,
Uh-huh.
and like you could. It's like
Mm.
Digimon, where you fusion the monsters and you
Mm-hmm.
get like a different monster from it. It's
Uh-huh.
like that, and then you could battle people in the
Uh-huh.
tournament, and I really want it to come back. It's so good.
Hey, they need to release it for Nintendo Switch Online. They just released a bunch of SNES games, and one of them was just localized, I think. So this not out the
Well,
realm of possibility. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's also in the same state as Yokai Watch
Uh huh.
because it's so unpopular that like
Uh huh.
it's not gonna really
Mm.
get a
Resonate now.
crossover to other regions and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Like I like it personally, but just because I like it, it doesn't mean
It's
the
mass, yeah.
company or the devs are
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh, since they like it, like we'll
Yeah.
produce it for just them. No, it's
Uh-huh.
like a lot of people have to like it for it to be mass produced.
I find that
Sadly,
pretty
this will
sad.
just
Yeah.
be a dream.
Well,
I
what
find that pretty
yeah.
sad. There's. Oh, go ahead, CJ.
I mean, what they could do is like add more value to Nintendo Switch Online and
Oh
port,
yeah.
obscure games like this, like as a way to incentivize you to get Nintendo Switch Online to see all this new stuff that's never been seen in America. And
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think it's a good
the amount
value.
of revenue,
Yeah.
they're just passing up by not porting their older games.
Which brings me to a topic that I didn't put on the itinerary here, but I think, guys talking about Nintendo Switch Online and potential stuff like this. Do you think they
Mhm.
restart the Nintendo Switch Online like ROMs and stuff, like all the games that they have currently for the Switch? They kind of start from zero on Switch 2,
Oh
or they
gosh, I hope
continue.
not.
I hope not.
I hope not. I so
Uh,
one thing that comes to mind is I hope, because like they're talking about the Switch 2 having backwards compatibility for the Switch Gen 1 games.
uh-huh.
Mhm.
So I'm just hoping that they'll just port these games over to the Switch 2. They'll just be basically considered backwards compatible.
Yeah.
I think that they're gonna kind of like start fresh again,
Oh
like how
God.
they did with the
Oh,
with the
please
3DS,
no.
because it took
Oh.
them like what 1 or 2 years before the DS was gonna get like cut off, or like 3 or 4 years,
Yeah.
whatever, and
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
barely like brought over Pokemon Crystal,
Yep.
Hmm.
Pokemon
Yep.
what Heart Gold, Soul Silver
Oh
from
my
like the
word.
old version,
Uh-huh.
and like you can't even access that anymore either unless you like bought the game virtually and then like downloaded it. But if you didn't, you can't even access that anymore. So I feel like they will start over like how they did on the Switch, where they slowly bring back games and whatnot, and then it's gonna be a paywall around it, and it's like, bro,
So
I don't know.
So, so I like the concept that they're putting these older games on Switch Online for people to play.
Hmm.
Here's my issue though. Like I don't like, I don't like digital games, but it's like I like coming back years later to a console like my old DS and just putting in a game cartridge and just playing a game that I played years ago when I was little.
Hmm.
With some of these older games being put onto the Switch Online store, I can't really do that because the Switch Online store will be shut down. And since you don't really buy some of these games, they're only available exclusively on in Switch Online.
Hmm.
Mm,
Like I was like, it's good for in the moment, but years down the line when I'm feeling nostalgic, I can't do that.
Right.
So
yeah.
that's the one big problem I have with it, is that it's good in the moment, but years down the line, I can't just boot up my Switch and just play an old game like that anymore. Like,
Have you guys
another reason why I
played?
like physical copies, because then I can just go back years later.
Just
Have you
pop
guys
in.
played Monster Rancher?
Monster Rancher?
Yeah,
I
it's a
no, I have
old
not.
game.
I
No.
know what you're talking about. I've seen that in video game magazines a long time ago.
I
Yeah,
feel like the name sounds familiar.
it's an
Monster.
old game, literally. Old.
Hey,
I
we're
think it's
not that old. It
also
can't be that old.
Tecmo. I
I
think Tecmo made it.
think it's
Yep.
also like Digimon where you could like fusion them and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, 97 was the first one. Jeez, they like literally
It's
every
not
year it
that
came
old.
out a Monster Hunter. I'm a Monster Rancher.
Dang,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
Uh,
1997.
You can't say
97.
it's that old. You can't
Yeah.
say it's
Jesus,
an
it
old
came
game. We're
out
not
when
that
I
old.
was born.
I was
PlayStation
negative
game.
3. I was negative 3.
It was a
Hey, is this
glint.
Mike Wazowski?
Huh?
Is this Mike Wazowski when he
Mike
was
Wazowski.
born?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember like seeing Monster Rancher everywhere I go, and I'm like, what is this game? Oh, it's ported to the Switch for Monster Rancher 2's on the Switch somehow. I'm seeing it on their wiki.
Ooh.
Probably, yeah.
Interesting.
What console was it on? The Game Boy or something?
It started
PS2.
Oh, PS2. Okay.
PS1, Game Boy
I have one of the.
Color. Um, It was yeah, PlayStation, PlayStation 2, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Microsoft Windows, DS, Switch, Android, iOS.
I know that the
Yeah.
Suikoden and the Eiyuden series have made a comeback as like HD remasters or whatnot in 2D platform, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
But I really, really want this
Hmm.
Suikoden 4 as bad as it was. It
Uh-huh.
was good to me
Uh-huh.
because it was my first Suikoden game. I loved the crap out of it. I
Uh-huh.
just could not do the tactic stuff because I was not smart and I did not touch the internet whatsoever during this period. So I didn't know how to like search for help or whatever. So I just kind of like quit the game.
I feel you on the tactics game. I always have a plan, and I'm like Dutch. I have a plan, John, and then it just goes to shit.
Yep. Every
So I
time.
really want this game to be like either a remaster with graphics and whatnot, or just like transported over with no real
Uh-huh.
touch up. It was really good. I like
Uh-huh.
the music from it.
The amount of
Suikoden.
games that I had that I couldn't figure out that I just gave up on because I had no internet access to look up
I
how to
mean,
play
there
them.
was there was like one specific mission that you had to do in order to pass on to like the next chapter,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention because my 12-year-old brain did not want to
Yeah.
function.
Yeah.
You have to hit it with the weak element. I
Uh-huh.
didn't read it. I just skipped it. I had the hardest time trying to like hit it with everything, so
Uh-huh.
I failed that. I just kind of like stopped. But it was
Yeah.
a good game. Still recommend it.
There were two games that I played when I was little that I didn't get very far at all, and I
Uh-huh.
missed both of them. I might even consider trying to find them and try to play them again on my DS. But
Uh-huh.
there was SimCity for the DS.
Mm.
Uh, didn't really. I got past the caveman age, and just then it started getting into economies and stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a lot for a 9-year-old to think about.
You had it a
And then
caveman age in there? Jeez, I didn't start
it
that low.
started, so
Uh-huh.
it's supposed to go
Uh-huh.
like the DS version is supposed to start at like caveman and then go throughout the ages once you reach a
Interesting.
certain amount of population.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
It was super easy because all I had to do really was just chop down trees and stuff
Uh-huh.
and just build stuff, which there really was no economy or anything. But then it got into the next age, and then like real issues. Like I had to basically run an economy, and like I'm 9 years old, and then and the game was like for everyone 10 and up, so I
Uh-huh.
was a wee bit young for it. I feel
Yeah.
like I could do a little better now, but in the other game, I just could not figure out at all that it was. I forget
Uh-huh.
exactly what it was called, but it was based on the Roman Empire, and it was a battle strategy game. You
Rome Total War or something?
Yes, Rome Total
Total
War.
War.
That's
Yep.
it.
That's the one.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got that game. I played it
Uh,
maybe for 10 minutes because I got it for Christmas
uh-huh.
one year with Super Mario 64 DS, and uh, and I felt so bad because I just could not figure it out.
Yeah.
Um, so I got rid of it, and I feel bad about that.
Hey, it's
But
using like general tactics, like what an actual general would use on the battlefield. You kind of like need to know all those little things.
at that point, I was looking at, it, I was going, I'm only 10.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere.
I must prepare for war at a young age.
World domination starts has no age limit.
Oh, don't you worry, my master plan is coming along.
Oh
Soon,
boy.
very soon.
Hmm.
Soon, very soon, you will all call me master, except for you two. You two are chill.
Oh, thank you. I require a position in the video game ministry of ministry.
I know you will
Mystery.
whip them into shape.
Yes.
Literally with a whip. I will give you a whip.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy. That's some pal work type of.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
I'm
you
still
you think
mad
you
that
think
I
you think
barely
that's a little
realized
tame? We'll
Pal
put
World was
glass shards
literally
on the end.
based off of
Uh, Based off of what?
Arc. I'm still
Oh,
mad that
Arc.
Pal World was based off of Arc.
Oh, did they come out and admit that?
No, but you can tell like it's heavily based on Arc.
Okay.
I felt like out of the two games that felt like it was based on, it felt like it was based on Ark and
Mhm.
Pokemon.
Yeah, so like mechanics is based off Arc, and then
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
the monsters are just based off Pokemon.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's literally
So
it.
what's that? So that game that definitely not rip off game of Power World. Like it's like
Oh, the mobile
they weren't
game.
even trying. They weren't
Yeah.
even trying. That was. I was just like,
Oh, the one that
what is this?
I
Yeah,
sent
I've
you.
seen
Yeah.
it. I've seen
So
it on
my
like
question.
ads now. All of a sudden.
Oh my word!
Yeah,
Like
I
Yeah.
see it
my
too.
question
That's
Yeah.
is
why I sent it.
my question is, what game do you think that one is based off of?
Hard
Um,
to say.
Dungeon Defenders 3.
Bruh.
Yeah, I can see it.
All
Oh
right.
man.
So
That's so
there was
bad.
one more leak that I noticed this week about the maybe the memory card that's potentially being used in the Switch 2.
Mm.
Oh yes.
Lexar said they came out with like a basically a listing that shows their memory express cards, SD express cards, and they claim support for Nintendo Switch 2. And
Mm-hmm.
if that is the case, then you're looking at speeds significantly faster. You're saying like roughly about maybe 900% faster. So current
Thank
yeah, current micro SD speeds are like 95 megabits per second. These new cards will go up to like 985 megabits per second, which is like
Ooh,
ridiculously fast.
it's
Yeah.
about 10 times faster. Yeah.
Yeah, so
But the
it's
prices though.
that's the thing. That well, I'm seeing like some like legitimate prices, like 512 gigabytes now is you're looking at about roughly $80,
I mean, for
which
like
That's
the Switch,
yeah,
I believe around like 2021,
yeah.
where I noticed it was where the 520, is it the 526 gigabyte
Uh huh.
SD card for the Switch?
Uh huh.
It went from about 100 plus dollars to like,
Drop.
yeah, it
oh,
dropped to
you
$50.
don't
Yeah.
even need to buy like official Nintendo SD cards to put in your Switch. I have a SanDisk, a regular SanDisk,
Yeah.
200,
Uh huh.
what is it? 2 times 120, 256 gigabyte
Yeah.
SD card just by SanDisk, and it works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
It,
but
don't. You
sometimes
yeah.
the SD
Mhm.
cards don't really like. Sometimes not all of them are compatible.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but I saw somewhere that the most of the SanDisk ones work pretty well. The Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a SanDisk too. I don't have well, actually I did get like a official Nintendo one because I had a
Mhm.
bad experience with Amazon. I bought a 400 gigabyte one for almost 100, and it turned
Oh
out
yeah.
over the long time it was a fake. And
Yeah,
it
that's why
Oh.
yeah,
I just go
yeah.
to somewhere. I just go to a box store like Meyer
Best
or
Buy.
something. I just
Yeah.
Best Buy. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
go somewhere there because you're gonna get a real one there for sure.
Correct.
But I don't like to order SD cards online because
Yeah,
of
I
that
stopped.
reason.
Yeah, I stopped because I spent so much money, and then by the time I figured it out, it was too late to do a return or like any kind of
Yeah,
action on it.
exactly.
There
Yeah,
goes like
and
$100. So
anything that can be easily faked, I don't buy online. I will try to
yeah,
find it in stores if I can.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
Uh,
Uh,
But yeah, so
mhm.
yeah, the card for the Switch.
That's
Like,
ridiculously fast because I remember when we used to have like SSDs for like the PC. I don't think
mhm.
one of the fastest one I got it was like 300 megabits per second. I thought that was fast. Now you're telling me it's like almost 1,000 megabits per second on a small handheld
S-
device. So that's
so
ridiculous.
you
Yeah.
think that's enough to help run a big game like say Red Dead Redemption 2?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, well, with that game, it's really that first initial load in. It'll probably help with
Yeah.
that. But that
Mhm.
game, there's really no load in on anything
Mhm.
once the initial load in's finished.
Yeah, because
So
I don't know about how long the load in time takes on when you boot up the game.
uh huh.
Uh, like when you're starting to play it for the day, like it takes like
Yeah.
2 or 3 minutes for the game to load in. Like it just keeps showing that slideshow.
Yep. It takes
Uh,
do you
about
guys
a minute
think?
or so. Mhm.
Do
yeah.
you guys
Oh,
think
for
the
you,
Switch is gonna be like the DS with the wallpapers? Like the
I
DS and the
hope.
DSi, it didn't have wallpapers, and then when it's like
Mhm.
the 3DS, it had wallpapers. Do you guys
Yeah.
Oh, I
think it's
hope.
like the
Yeah,
Switch going to the Switch 2, it'll have wallpapers?
It's
I hope
another
they
revenue
do.
stream.
Yeah.
I not only
Uh-huh.
hope that they do have wallpapers, I hope that they have a whole bunch of them. Even if they have kind of what the 3DS had, where you can
Hmm.
buy more wallpapers in the eShop, I'd
Hmm.
be totally down for that. If I could
I
buy a
mean,
Zelda
I miss that
wallpaper.
little bunny guy that gives you the crank machine to get the
Yeah.
stickers. I miss him so much.
Bring back Street Pass.
Yes, I
Street
miss
Pass
Street
was so
Pass. Come
fun.
on. It's
You can
like it
absolutely
brings the
put that
community
technology in the
together
Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it makes people want to like go out more to connect with others online
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the whole like pass thingy.
And
Mhm.
if the
But
And
console's too big, then have like a Pokeball like device or something you carry around
yes,
that
you,
would
you
yeah.
people
yeah.
have proven yourselves to make excellent pedometers.
Instead of what do you guys think they'll call it? The pedometers for the Switch too. If they have the Me Plaza thing.
Oh
um
boy, we can hope. But what would they be called? I would hope that they would just be a Pokeball
Step
again.
2 Electric Boogaloo. I don't know.
I'd say it could be like the color. I mean,
Uh-huh.
like you could choose the color, I guess, of
Yeah.
the like pedometer, and it
Mhm.
would be the color of your me character, and it would be called like a me meter. I don't know.
Yeah.
A meme meter. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
I like that name.
I kind of imagine it's like a wristwatch, kind of like a Fitbit,
Uh-huh.
but like with the screen, of course, and it has a bunch of different functions on it, and you can like watch your me wave to you.
I don't really like it on my wrist, more so like probably my ankle. So
Uh-huh.
I would want it to be like waterproof and
So
like a
here's
bit scratch resistant because I would go like jogging with
so
it.
here's the thing. Like they actually like here I have a Fitbit, so I know a bunch of the I don't have many accessories. I just wear it as a watch,
Mhm.
but I've seen a bunch of the accessories they make for them. You can get you can basically you can take the strap off of the Fitbit and you can put it
Mhm.
into kind of like what you like a little silicone
So
cover
it's kind of like an
that
air
has a
tag.
yes, like an air tag, yeah,
Mm.
and you can just carry it on your backpack or something.
Okay.
I have seen ankle straps for a Fitbit before, so you can wear it around your ankle if you don't want to wear it around your wrist.
Mhm.
Uh, but like I don't think Fitbit came out with those specifically. I just think those are third party things. But yeah. But I've seen like the AirTag style silicone cover things like that. That would work too.
And then have it
Because I
like
feel like
communicate.
I really
Yeah.
feel like Nintendo would sell a lot if they were to bring back the whole
Oh man, yeah.
me thingy
Yeah.
with the me meter, whatever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because I feel like a lot of people would go out. It would be like Pokemon Go again. You
yeah.
know, like they
Mhm.
would all go out there, walk around.
Yeah.
You don't even have to talk to anyone; just pass them. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like that's that. And then I
Mhm.
feel like it should also kind of like give you the option if you want to like friend them, and then you can
Mhm.
Mhm.
send them your friend code. So
Oh
just in
yeah.
case like you guys don't communicate or miss each other with communication,
Yeah.
Mhm.
then it'll probably ask you like, oh, do you want to like befriend this person you passed by,
Mhm.
or and you could click
Yeah,
yes
that'd
or
be
no.
nice. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be very nice.
Yeah, they need to
That'd
do
be so.
something with the friend system on this next console. Like I said in the last podcast, like they can't do this friend code
Think
thing. It's
here.
it's too
I have an
much.
idea. I
Yeah.
have an idea. Uh, like bring back Me Plaza, of course, but
Uh-huh.
multiplayer Me Plaza games where you can
Oh
connect
yes.
with your friends and play
Yeah.
Me Plaza games together.
Basically like Miiverse
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I
with
never did
Mario
Miiverse.
Party. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh.
I never played Miiverse, so
I mean, it's a good game. It is a good game.
yeah.
Or was it Miitopia? I think it was Miitopia.
Miitopia
Metopia.
sounds.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
think it's Miitopia because no one.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Miiverse actually. Now that I think about it,
Miiverse
but
is the game I believe where
I
you
have
have
heard
to
of
like.
Miitopia. But
Miitopia is the one where you can actually befriend people. Miiverse is where you have to play as a me character and you can decorate them however you want, make them look pretty, make them look like any character from an anime or a movie, and you just
Uh-huh.
have to fight the bad guys or the monsters to kind of like collect the faces
Mhm.
of the characters, and then you can like customize with those faces and whatnot.
okay.
Yeah,
And then the bad guy
Metopia.
looks like the bad guy's hairdo looks like Hugh Jackman from Wolverine.
Metopia came
So
out December, July 28th worldwide, 2017. Nintendo Switch, May
yeah, it's on
21st,
Yeah,
Switch.
it's a Switch game.
2021.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Switch game.
Nice,
It's pretty
nice.
fun. I would recommend it if you're bored.
With my backlog kind of growing, I gotta be careful about which
I mean, I
games
have
I
like a
get.
lot of backlogs too. Just
Yeah.
kidding. I my backlog's not as big as your guys'.
Oh
Cause
god.
I
Well,
play my games, dang it.
from suggestions from you two, my game backlog has gotten significantly bigger.
Uh-huh.
I mean, my only
So
backlog is like on Steam because I'm not really a computer
yeah,
person, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I've
yeah.
got a couple.
rarely touch it.
I've got a couple games. One of them, like up on the higher end, is I need to play those Mass Effect games that you got me,
Oh
CJ.
yeah, Mass Effect. We gotta play that, CJ.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's phenomenal. You guys are gonna love that. It's first two are like I haven't played the third one, so I still need to like go back and do that. But
Yeah, you
Okay.
yeah,
can walk us through with 1 and 2.
freaking just pick Soldier class and just blow everything you see in front of you.
Oh,
Blow them up, man.
oh boy.
You get me, CJ. You know me. I love my chaos.
Just
Also for the new
yeah.
Mario Kart, I
Mhm.
really want the dinosaur racing map. I really want that. Hold on, let me
I really
Dinosaur
hope
racing
they
map
I really hope Baby Park is still in this game.
with 24
I
people.
with
No,
24 people, it's gonna
no.
be a war zone.
Dino Jungle. That was
It's
my
gonna be.
favorite map.
Oh, I think let me look up a picture of it while but
I,
like
I'm I'm about to
Baby.
post it right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll do that. But like Baby Park
Uh-huh.
with 24 people, it'd be like the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, I remember this from Mario Kart 7. Yeah, I remember Dino.
Yeah, it was my favorite part because
Uh,
the map because of the dinosaur.
yeah, that's right.
Hang
I
on, let
remember
me
this
take a look
place
here.
now.
It was in Mario Kart 7.
It was in
I played a
7.
little bit of it, but oh,
I
I
do
remember
recall
now. Yeah,
this. Yeah.
I remember a little. Yeah, I didn't play too much Mario Kart 7. I mostly played DS.
That's fine.
But uh, but yeah, because I was pretty used to the Mario Kart DS. But
Can you still play with people online on the DS with Mario Kart?
I
unfortunately,
don't think
no.
so. Mm-mm.
Man,
They
Yeah.
shut down that and the eShop in
Yep.
2023.
rip.
Yeah.
Now
I
when
feel like
this,
they should.
yeah.
Oh,
Go
oh,
ahead.
gone.
No, no, no. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I feel like they should have just kept the connection on.
Well,
Honestly,
it's think if you think about it, they have to run those. They have to have server
Servers. Yeah.
space, and they have to take care of those servers and maintain them over time. And the 3DS is just
then
not as
hire more
wide.
people to take care of
That
it.
costs money. But
They
think
don't
if
want
you
to
think
do
about
it.
no, here's they actually
They really
they had
don't.
so they made a
They're
deal
like, no.
like when they were shutting down all the online servers, like when for Mario Kart 7 in particular, because it was those servers were still pretty popular. They made a deal, and they said when the last person it's like we've reached a point now where we have to start shutting these servers down. So we'll make a deal with you. If you log off starting after this date, you will not be able to rejoin. And as long as you're online, we will not shut down the servers. Somebody set up a bot, so they stayed online when they weren't going to play.
Uh-huh.
And several people ended up doing that. So the servers ended up going on for a very, very long time with just a few people left on them. And then finally Nintendo was like, no, we can't do this anymore. We're going to shut it down now. So they
Aw.
shut it down on them.
Uh-huh.
After they finished, someone actually managed to record it too because they
Yeah.
knew the shutdown was coming, but they didn't know when.
Uh-huh.
So they just kind of started recording, and someone managed to catch the servers going down for the last time. It was they let them do one last race, and then they shut down the servers.
Ah,
Do
jeez.
you guys know what
So
game should really come to the Switch too? I mean, I would freaking play it a lot if it did come to the Switch again. It would be this game.
Lego Indiana Jones.
No,
Dun, dun,
it'd
dun,
be Super Smash
dun.
Bros. Melee.
Oh heck yeah!
They
I
really
would
need to port
play
more
that.
GameCube games for sure.
They really need to.
Yeah.
Did you say you had Ultimate Melody?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I've got it too. CJ, do you have it by any chance?
No. I've only ever rented Smash Brother
Okay.
games in the past. That's about it.
Okay.
Back in good old Blockbuster days.
I'm not
Rest
very
in
good at
rest
this.
in peace.
I'm not good at melee games at all. I just button mash.
Hey, Blockbuster, what's that little corner with the curtains? I'm kidding.
Daddy, what is that there? Son, don't go back there.
What does triple X mean?
Why is that lady licking that ice cream weird?
Wait a minute.
I can't believe they had those. I was
Why
like,
are there
bro.
pink lights in that part of the store?
Wait a minute, I don't recall my Blockbuster having that. I wanted to go to your guys' Blockbuster.
I wouldn't know. I never went into a Blockbuster.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
it's
By the
probably
time I
shut
was
down.
It,
Yeah.
it's kind
by
of
the time I was
boring.
old enough to comprehend what a Blockbuster was, they shut it down.
Uh-huh.
It's a
Okay,
mattress
so
store now.
there's like a store that used to be known as Blockbuster. It closed down and it became a thrift store. That closed down shortly after.
Uh-huh.
It became another store for like it became like an Asian store which closed, and it became a insurance store and then it closed. And
Jeez.
then I believe last year and this year it became a little cafe that sells
Uh-huh.
a lot of like Hispanic drinks. I
Uh-huh.
forgot the name, but yeah, it's doing really well. It's still in business surprisingly.
That's
Well,
good.
that's
Because
good.
that place, because no, like that
It
place and
seems like that
location.
place is cursed. Yeah.
Yeah, it always closes, and I'm like, oh,
I,
like it's been here for a long time. That's good.
I was gonna say, what's that game? The Phasmophobia. I think it's time to get some of those tools
Phasmophobia.
there.
Yep. But yeah, there was you want to know something funny about Blockbuster, by the way?
Mm,
So they could have bought Netflix. The CEO of Blockbuster, like the guy that started Netflix, like came up to him one day and
Mhm.
pitched it to him and offered
Yeah.
to sell it to Blockbuster. And the CEO of Blockbuster literally laughed him out of his office.
bruh.
Do you happen to know
I
the
mean,
CEO at the time for Blockbuster? I think I might have met
I
him.
no, I don't. I don't. I just remember reading that and just thought, oh man.
Yeah.
look
And
where
then
Blockbuster is
Yahoo
now.
could have bought could have got I can't talk. Yahoo could have bought Google as well. They had
Yeah.
3 opportunities to do so as well.
They probably regret it right now.
Oh man, and every time like Google was actually starting to gain steam. So each time they came back, they offered more.
I I
So
I knew it was
man,
over. I used to live like across the one in Tallahassee when I was going to school there. And I used to
the
Mm.
go there all the
Blockbuster.
yeah, Blockbuster. Like literally right across from my apartment, and I would go over there, rent stuff, and then what happened is me and my roommate we started using Netflix, and back then they didn't have
Uh-oh.
streaming. It wasn't no streaming. It was you rented
DVD
like
rental, yep.
over the mail,
You
right?
rent over the mail, yep, over the
Correct.
mail. I
So
remember that.
when I noticed like we started using that more, and we didn't even have the will to go even across, just walk across the street. Like literally two
Oh
lane
no.
right across the street is there. You can do that
Too
anytime.
lazy.
Too lazy. It was more convenient to just get the stuff in the mail. And I was like,
Yep.
they're done. They're done. They're it's over.
Yep. Oh
So,
man. How did they not see that coming too? That was
uh-huh.
such a great idea.
It it was yeah, they should have gotten on what Netflix was doing, but man, I still
Man, they could
remember.
have bought
Yeah.
Oh, Netflix would have been owned by Blockbuster. So nowadays
Yeah.
the streaming service would straight up just be Blockbuster. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I've noticed even do you guys have red boxes by any chance?
Some gas
Uh,
stations do still have them for me around here, but they're so rare and stuff. It's
Oh
hard.
no,
some
no
Walgreens have it near me.
Yeah.
Redbox has gone out of business now.
Oh, they're
Oh,
completely
oof.
done now.
Like
Okay.
yep, there were actually there
Uh-huh.
was a point where the machines were kind of offline, but
Uh-huh.
people were still able to get the DVDs out of them and
Yeah.
not have to pay for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a
Oh,
lot
rip.
of DVDs were taken out. So, but like the ones over where I live, they're just completely off now.
Oh.
Oh,
So
roof.
so
My.
yeah, that I
Yeah.
was kind of thinking like, man, they're really lasting a long time here. Probably not
Yeah.
much longer though.
Yeah, I think they got their break. I think it was with McDonald's. I think was the first like business
Were
that
they
bought
the
their
ones?
ID. Yeah.
Were they the ones responsible for McDonald's doing those VHS sales sometimes by any chance?
I don't remember if they did VHS in those machines. I can't remember.
Okay, because I
Yeah.
remember. Okay, no, okay, I see. But yeah, McDonald's used to do this thing where if you bought like you bought a certain meal, you could then buy a VHS tape from them.
Oh, okay.
Like it was
That's
like it was kind
crazy.
of like their McDonald's toys, but you could actually buy a movie They
Uh-huh.
actually did it for Indiana Jones. Like you could buy the entire trilogy. Each VHS tape was like $8.99, I think.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. Well, back then, like
Yeah.
$8.99 was a lot more
It was a
today, but
lot, right? Yeah, but
yeah, but still, like,
uh-huh.
I think they did E.T. as
Uh-huh.
well. I don't remember the original Charlotte's Web movie, like the animated movie.
Oh, I love
That
that
was one of
movie.
them. We had that one, yeah.
That's a
But
sad ass movie. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
great movie though.
Yeah, it's
Great
really,
story.
really, really love the animation. They don't make animation like that anymore.
No, they don't.
Ugh.
Oh man, I wish I missed 2D animation.
Yeah.
I miss the books. I prefer reading the
Yeah,
books.
Oh yeah,
I
Charlotte's
like the
Web.
books
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I think I read Charlotte's Web when I was really little. I think my
Didn't
mom
she have
actually read it
babies
to
and
us,
then
but
die at the end?
She died at the end.
no,
Yeah.
she laid her egg sac
Yeah.
and then she
Yeah.
died, and then
Right.
the unfortunate thing is most spiders lay their egg sac and then they die. Their egg sac sits through the winter, and then the
Mhm.
spiders hatch in the spring, and that's
Yeah.
what happened with Charlotte's babies.
Yep.
So she never got to see her kids.
Yeah. The pig's name was Wilbur, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
Wilbur.
It's been so long since I read that.
Hey, it's a story that sticks with you, man. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we read like The Hatchet, Fahrenheit 451.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you guys know the children's book with the two beagle dogs. Because the
Wait.
boy
Oh.
buys two beagle dogs. I
Oh.
forgot the.
Whoa. Where the red fern grows.
Yeah, there we go.
I
Nice.
love that book.
That one's a
I
really good
adore
book.
that book. That is one of my favorite books.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
I
good.
love it. The ending is just so beautiful too. I mean, it's sad, but it's very, very bittersweet. Have you read it or seen the movie at all, CJ?
I have not.
Oh, so do you want to know kind of how the story goes?
Yeah, go ahead, shoot.
So you want to go back and forth, Melody?
Oh no, I'm
Or
good.
do you
I'll
want to
listen.
tell? Okay, so
You can
it's
tell.
about this boy. Like
Uh-huh.
he's basically narrating his story from when he was a little boy.
Mhm.
Um, but it back in I think the 30s. So this is during the Depression. But he
Mhm.
wanted two hunting dogs.
Mhm.
So he saved up his money and he bought two hunting dogs.
Mhm.
And he named him Old Dan and Little Ann. They were a
Mhm.
brother and sister. And the story is basically kind of their adventures together.
Mhm.
But and unfortunately, like all those old dog stories in the older books, like Old Yeller and stuff,
Oh no, they died, didn't they? Oh,
there
geez.
is an incident with a mountain lion,
Oh
and
no.
Old Dan gets seriously injured
Uh-huh.
and then dies.
Oh jeez.
And then Little Ann, she gets so sad
Uh-huh.
that she doesn't eat or anything, and then she eventually dies of a broken heart.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
But here's the beautiful part of the end of the book.
Uh-huh.
So somewhere in the middle of the book, there's this old legend about a little Indian boy and a little Indian girl,
Mhm.
brother and sister,
Mhm.
who get separated from their caravan in the middle of winter, and they get lost in the woods. And unfortunately for them, they both freeze to death out there.
Oh
But
jeez.
when their bodies were found in the springtime,
Uh-huh.
it was a beautiful, very rare red fern that grew right in between their bodies.
Uh-huh.
It's signifying the love that they had for each other. So at the very end of the book, it's springtime and the whole family is moving to a new house.
Uh-huh.
So the kid goes up to say goodbye to the gravesite one last time.
Uh-huh.
And when he gets up there, he's shocked to discover that in between the two mounds grows a rare red fern,
Uh-huh.
signifying the love that the two dogs had for each other.
Nice.
So it's like that was such a beautiful, beautiful ending. Because
Jeez.
even though it's very tragic what happened to them,
Uh-huh.
it's so beautiful because even though they were gone, like you could still tell that they just loved each other.
Yeah, I love
So
beagles. That would break my heart.
Mhm.
I hate to see beagles die.
They were kind of
Yeah.
beagle hound dogs, I
Yeah.
guess. But oh, Stella Luna, I remember that book.
Yeah, Stella Luna was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Really,
You ever
really
hear of
good.
a Knuffle Bunny by any chance?
That doesn't sound too familiar.
I
Remember,
heard it.
the
I heard about it from the PBS Kids show.
PBS Kids show.
Yeah, it was from Between the Lions.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Between the Lions. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a really good show. Hang on, let me Knuffle Bunny. It's just a little girl who lost her plush bunny at the laundromat. It's just kind of a funny storybook. Let me pull up a picture here.
Oh my god, I missed that that silver icon. I missed it on
Oh,
Black
there you go. Yeah.
Pages.
No, the Caldecott honor. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed those.
It's a
Between
good
the
book.
Lions is really good
A
too.
Cautionary Tale by Mo Willems.
Have you seen Between the Lions, CJ?
That looks
How
awfully
can
familiar.
we?
You don't happen to remember Cliffhanger hanging from a cliff, and that's
Get
why he's called
hold
Cliffhanger.
on.
I've seen the
Let's
movie
fly.
Cliffhanger with Sylvester Stallone.
Close enough. He's hanging off a cliff.
Adrian, I'm hanging off a cliff. Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
All right, so
Lines.
I guess we can call it wraps on the gaming section of the podcast. So I think we're good, right?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Probably.
All right, so I'm probably just gonna end it there, guys. So that concludes episode 2 of the Skill Tree podcast. So we will be
And
back.
a lovely episode.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. Usually we're gonna be starting to shoot for like 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays, and it should go on for
Sounds
like an
good.
hour and a half, or however
Yeah.
long. Because I know some weeks are gonna be like slow days. I'm sure. Slow
Yeah.
weeks with news drip and all
And
that.
there's also, like, even if we can't think of a topic, there are actually things we could do. Like we could play some games. Like there are people
Yeah.
that do some games on podcasts. Like
Super
I
Mario
could
Party.
What's that? What
I
that?
also I do have some Jackbox games that we could save in case we need something to do for a podcast episode.
Okay, so
Nice,
here
nice.
here's something I actually just thought of a while ago. Like I'm just gonna search like slick deals right now for like current gaming deals. I can just like rapid fire them right now before we end.
Okay.
Yeah,
Red
Super Mario Party
Oh,
is
it's
not
good.
on sale.
No, not Red Dead Redemption 2 PC on Steam is $15. Apparently this is the lowest it's ever been.
Oh
That's a
my
pretty good
word,
that's a
man.
pretty damn good deal.
I don't have money.
Let's see what else we got here.
Super Mario Party for Switch, $2.
A 1
If
terabyte SD card is now $70. I remember when that first came out, that was like
Man.
almost a
terabyte, bro.
terabyte. Yeah, that was
Worth
like,
it. It's worth it. That terabyte is totally worth it.
jeez, what was it when it first came out? I think I wanted to say it was like 500. I don't remember. It was a lot of money.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing 1 terabyte SD cards for about $200.
Nice, nice.
Is this micro SD or just regular SD?
It's a micro.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good deal.
That's not
Yeah.
too bad. Hogwarts Legacy, $11 at Instant Gaming. I'm not sure what that is. not a
What's
Harry
wrong-
Potter
what-
fan.
What's wrong with Hogwarts Legacy?
Boo.
Oh
I mean, I haven't played it, but what's wrong with it?
Boo.
Boo.
Okay.
There's ghosts in there. She's trying to say there's ghosts in there.
Okay.
No, actually,
Uh-huh.
the Hogwarts game it had a lot of controversy to it because of the author.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, if you play it, then you support her. If you don't play it, then like you're dumb. It's
Well,
like,
it was
which
also
one?
the
Uh-huh.
game was also massively successful because of the boycott, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I know. I was
Because the
like,
people that were trying to boycott it were being incredibly annoying by it, and there were some
Uh-huh.
people who literally just went and bought the game and never played it, just so it could boost the numbers.
Brotato's
Sure.
$3 on Steam. That looks like the same people that Binding of Isaac. It looks like.
Mm.
do all of us have Phasmophobia, by the way?
I do
No,
not.
I don't own it yet.
Negative.
Okay.
But you have it though, right, Melody?
Yeah, I can wait.
Nice.
Well, CJ, it looks like we gotta get it.
Fight Knight, and Knight is spelled like Knight of Shining Armor. $2.
Yeah, I know that game. Yeah.
Yeah, $2.20 on Steam right now, down from 20. Icarus.
man.
Is Terraria a multiplayer game?
Yes, it's like my
Is
2D
it?
Minecraft. It's really good. I have that. Yeah, it's basically what it is. You have
Isn't
bosses
Terraria
though.
also on the Switch?
It
Isn't
is
Terraria
also
on
on
the
the
Switch?
Twitch. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm. Highly recommend if you've never played it.
Okay.
I've seen it. I was just wondering if it was multiplayer.
Subnautica 990 on Steam right now.
What's Subnautica again?
It's like
It's that sub game.
Is it that's sub? Thanks, MC.
No
Wow.
problem. Happy to help.
Wow. That gets one Owen
Is it
Wilson. Wow.
is it the one where they get stranded after like the ship or whatever explodes and then
I'm
you
not
have to
sure. I've never
survive?
played it
Yes,
either.
and then there's
After
that giant. Then there's that giant creature
Leviathan
that
sea
you can.
monster.
Yeah, the
Leviathan.
live.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I know that which one that one is. Okay.
Yes. I think there's a second one coming out.
Bruh.
They're making a sequel for it. I
I
think.
think that's why this is going on sale, probably.
Oh,
Ah.
CJ, do you remember me saying like there's a like Jaws is turning 50 this year, right?
Yeah.
And you were talking about how we should try to do something special for the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
So there's a game that came out years ago that you two should probably look at. It's called Depth. It's a multiplayer game. So there's two teams, divers and then sharks. Two people play as divers, and then up to two people can play as sharks. The goal is like the divers are supposed to try to collect a certain amount of treasure, and the sharks are supposed to try to eat all the divers. It's like just look it up when you get the chance, both of you.
Let's see.
It looks fun. So what?
Did you ever tell CJ what I said
What?
when you asked me, like, do you know what monster movie is turning 50 years old?
What did you say?
Yeah. What movie did you
asked
say?
me what movie was turning 50 years old, right? I panicked and my one brain cell said Forrest Gump.
I remember now. Yeah.
It is kind of scary. Nom was hell.
Lieutenant Dan is terrifying.
I was like, why did I say that?
Shrimp salad,
bad.
barbecue shrimp.
That movie's 30 years old this year, I think.
I love that movie so much.
It's
such a good parody movie. I love it to death.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Something bit me.
Was it London? LBJ was the one who looked at him with his ass, or like the.
Yeah, I'd like to see that sometime. And then just dropped his pants right there in front of him.
Oh my god.
The funny thing is that's real footage too. He actually said, "I'd like to see that sometime," because he was talking to another soldier about his injury.
Okay.
And they just
stitched it in a way.
Forrest Gump. Yes, so the thing is, Forrest Gump is somehow entwined in all of these. Like, you know that, of course, but they use actual footage and they put him into it.
The editing is on a next level on that movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This like the Jurassic Park had only come out 2 years prior, so CGI in live action movies was not common at all. So they would have had to use a little bit of CGI, some CG work to work him into those old clips. But
right.
Yeah, it's done so well. Yes.
Nice.
But everything that they're saying, besides it, like for example, like John Lennon and in those old clips and stuff, like those are actually what they're saying, because those are the actual clips. It's just that Forrest Gump is edited into them.
Gotcha. It fooled me as a kid. I was like, how the hell they do this? This looks like surreal.
So yes, LBJ did actually say, "I'd like to see that sometime."
Oh,
so
okay,
that
cool,
even
cool.
Funnier, yeah.
All right, so other games here: Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. It's $30 down from $50 on Amazon. And
how much is it? I don't know if you've ever heard of this game, but search up how much is Super Mario Party.
Let's find out.
I think it's like $57 right now.
Partay. I hate
every time. How to see that that Overwatch looking game?
Which one?
A lot of games look like Overwatch nowadays, in my opinion.
What was it called?
Underwatch.
No. You're talking about the one for Sony that got closed down or something
Oh,
else?
Concord.
It's not
I
Concord.
guess. No, okay. Well, that's the game that
Um,
got shut down by
Yeah.
Sony.
remember it's the one that you're playing where it had that ginger ice guy?
Oh, you're talking about I know what you're talking about.
Oh, the Steam game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're talking about Deadlock.
Oh gosh, Deadlock, yeah.
Deadlock, there you go.
Deadlock
That
kind of
game's
fell
really
off, ain't it? Let me
It
see where
Yeah,
it
it
is.
really did. Yeah, nobody talks about it
Well,
anymore.
let me check the stats on Steam to see how it works the ranking right now. I'll just do it right now
Well, it was kind of an early access, I think,
real quick.
right? So it hasn't. It may not have been fully released yet.
Most played. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's Counter-Strike 2 is currently most played right now. Not surprising. Marvel Rivals has been the Overwatch
Oh,
like
Rivals.
rival
Yeah,
right
like
now.
that's
Rivals is
That
just
looks good.
going
prominent.
nuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been seeing memes for that game all
Yeah.
over the place. Yeah,
Are you guys gonna play that?
I want to.
I
But I
don't know
want
if
to
my
finish
computer can run that
I
game.
want to finish Red Dead first though before I
That's
do
gonna
that.
take you a while.
It's taking me forever,
Yeah,
man.
CJ. Yeah, CJ. There are some the like you are very.
I'm
You're
very
still very far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's
You should
still
have waited to play.
I warned you, CJ, that
Each-
game was gonna
uh-huh.
at least a couple months to get through.
Each
at the
chapter
very
is
least.
like a game in its. It could be a game in itself. There's
Yes.
single player games that are not as long as each chapter.
Oh man, and
It's
CJ,
crazy.
let me tell you
Yeah.
some. Let me tell you something, and I think I said this last night. I
Uh-huh.
knew I said, okay, so once Sean gets killed is when things start
Shit
getting
really
crazy.
hits the fan. I'm
So
sure.
yes, it gets really crazy from here now.
Yeah.
The game is going to be going very very fast, but also somehow very very slow.
Oh jeez.
Like I'm talking progress wise. Like
Yeah,
you are
yeah.
going to be experiencing some crazy stuff from here on out,
Uh-huh.
and the game progress is not going to go very fast at all. Somehow it felt like you were doing so much, yet at the same time you really weren't.
Uh-huh. There's currently
Like, it is a long
33,000
game.
people playing 34,000 people playing Red Dead Redemption on Steam right now as we speak.
Oh, the first one?
The
first one?
second game.
Oh, the second one? Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
I can't even find Deadlock. It's nowhere to be found.
Oh boy.
It completely fell
Well,
off.
that's sad.
Holy
That's
shit.
sad. It
Where
wasn't
is
that
it?
bad of a game.
No. Dang.
Can you search it? Can you search for it?
I can search for it in the listing, but I'm like looking to see in the top 100 where is it so I can see how much people are playing it. Oh,
I
there it
wanna
is.
know how many
It's at
people are-
99.
What? Oh man, it made it onto the board.
11,000 people right now. There's more people
Okay,
playing
that's not
Red
bad.
Dead 2 right now than that game.
Oh man, the 7-year-old
Let that sink
game.
in. Yeah, let that sink in. It's
Yeah.
on sale right now, so that's probably why it's jumped up to 32
Probably, yeah.
spots. So, Balatcho's another
Yeah.
game I want to get into. I did get that for the Switch.
Oh, careful! I hear that game is really addictive.
Very addictive. Sequel
Yeah.
to poker. They're calling it.
Yes, I've seen a little bit of it.
Uh-huh.
The only reason I don't really want to play that game is it's got tarot cards in it, and I just don't. I just think I stay
demonic.
away from those.
Yeah, kind of demonic kind of theme to it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of demonic stuff in Phasmophobia, but that's stuff you can actually. There's some stuff you can stay away from. Like you can sometimes find a Ouija board somewhere in the house, and you can use it. You can Ouija, but you can use it to kind of figure out which room the ghost is in, but you don't have to.
Gotcha.
So I would just kind of not use it. I just kind of bypass it. Like some of those cursed things in the game, I'd just be like, nope, not touching those.
We could play Lethal Company.
That game sounds like a lot of fun. What's it about?
That early access game? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You know, Beldy, when I was telling CJ about that game back in, what was it? December of last
20 yeah
23 yeah
23.
I think when I was telling you, you were like going, but it's an early access game, are you sure? It's like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna love this game,
because I have a policy. I don't want to support early access because I'm in that camp where it should be done. You know, I shouldn't be.
I totally agree with that. I don't
I mean, that's kind of like the same for Palworld too.
Pal's the same thing.
Yeah, but,
see, you guys are the influencers. It's not me.
So
what he did.
So here's what I've figured out. It seems like early access for indie games is where it's at. Early access for AAA games, stay away.
Yeah, for sure.
That or it
Yeah.
comes out as like a demo. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a free demo. Um,
Or like a
but yeah,
limited
so
time demo.
yeah. But what? How
Wait,
many
don't go any.
people? How many people are playing Star Wars Outlaws? If you can search, I kind of want to
No
know.
one. Didn't you say that was a bad one?
I'm
Oh
not
boy,
even.
man!
I
I
don't
just
think
want to
I
know
saw
that
that in the top
I'm
100.
dude, it was less than 100 people playing it in December of last year, and
Oh,
the
it's
game came out. The game came out in August.
You know
yeah.
what
I'm not seeing
we
it.
should catch up on? Stardew Valley. That's something
Yes, we
that
only did one. We only did
I
one stream of
know.
that. Yeah.
I know CJ would fish the hell out of that. I would farm the
The,
hell out of that. I don't know what
well,
MC
And
would
I just
do.
wander. I just rummage through the trash.
so here's the thing. He
That's
came out with that big update last year, and I checked it, and we were like running some tests that one stream, and
Hmm.
I think I was still getting some lag in the audio. You know, like the audio is like not
oh,
synced. That was the problem I had with
I
the Switch.
was
Yeah,
it the audio because I feel like your game lagged like for a few
yeah,
seconds
Yes, it
every
did. Yeah.
other every other
right.
second.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
like the
screwing
only
up
problem.
everything. I think it's not
Yeah.
a problem on PC. I mean, I'm gonna try the Switch
Yeah.
again. I did try like going online with it. It seemed like I need to redo my router again. It seemed like it reset settings, so I have to.
Hmm.
I mean, we can also play
Yeah.
like Left 4 Dead as well.
Oh, we
Oh
haven't finished
yes,
some of
that
those
that game's
maps.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't finished some of those maps, have we?
Man, yeah, that game's fun. Ridiculously fun.
We finished the second game. We started on the first game. I think we finished Mercy Hospital. I think the last time on the rooftop,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah, we
haven't
did.
gone and done the other maps for the first game. So we can always go
Yeah.
back and do that. I'm down for that for sure.
We
I
also
think I
gotta
did
play Ultimate Chicken Horse too.
Kunitsugami Path of the
Yes.
Goddess from Capcom.
Which was that Path of the what?
Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess.
Sugani. I think I'm
I feel
butchering
like
it.
it's kind of like a Dynasty Warrior type of game.
Is that a Steam game or is that something else?
Yeah, it's a Steam game.
Okay.
I like the art style.
Oh, I see it now. I was spelling it like a dummy.
Surprised this hasn't really gotten much of a hit.
There's a demo for it. Demo's free right now.
Oh,
July 1st it came out.
like the design is really good. What the heck? But it's not getting a lot of love.
Yeah, mixed reviews it's showing. Let me see what that says there.
Mhm.
Game claims to support PlayStation 5 gamepad. Nope, it doesn't. It won't detect it. Neither. Are you serious?
That probably is
Really?
why it's mixed reviews.
Uh,
A lot of people got it. A lot of
Ew,
people got it
the
expecting to be able to play
Okami
it on the fives.
Kunitsugami bundle is now available. That's crazy. Why would
Huh.
you bring Okami into this?
oh, they're trying to. Yeah, I see it now.
Here, I know this kind of sounds a little bit silly, but I would like to see CJ try to play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh no. Oh
Mm,
no.
I feel like it would be kind of fun.
Maybe for Halloween instead of like TF2, we
Yeah.
just do that for Halloween.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
game that you don't even have. It's not a very long game at all.
Uh-huh.
And you don't even have to fully play the whole thing either. There's
Uh-huh.
only I know it's called Five Nights at Freddy's, but there's 7 nights because there's a bonus sixth night and then there's a custom night.
Uh-huh.
So for a total of 7 nights, you don't have to do all of that. The
Okay.
game gets super difficult on the sixth night, and then like maxed out on custom night is unbelievably difficult. Only a few people have ever beat it.
I want to be that one person.
Well,
Those select few.
I think Markiplier was the first person to ever beat it.
Nice, nice.
So there's a level you can set all of the animatronics to from leveled from 1 to 20.
Uh-huh.
It's called 2020 mode or 420 mode.
Ooh. Marijuana
and,
reference. Nice.
Yeah. But max difficulty, you are going back and forth at an insane pace
Uh-huh.
for at the very least 8 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Because the nights tend to last. I think each hour lasts about a minute and a half to 2 minutes.
Uh-huh.
So and you have to be so careful about how you close the doors and everything. One little mistake and you're just done.
Oh,
So like you could
jeez.
be 6 minutes in, you leave the door closed for 1 second too long, and you lose. It's just over because you won't have enough power to make it. So
So if you lose it, if it's like a roguelike, once you're done, like you get a game over, it's over. Your whole run is gone. Oh.
no, you basically just have to let them get you so you can reset the night.
Oh,
'Cause,
okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah, so
That's a
it's just
little
like
weird.
you're getting okay. But yeah,
What?
you basically just
That wasn't
stop
even.
moving.
That didn't even mean anything. Why'd
It
you say it
sounded
like
a little weird, but anyway. But yeah, no. I mean,
Very
I
sus.
didn't say
if you strive for
Very
it,
sus indeed.
but if you strive for it, you could probably beat it. But
All right.
like it's insanely fast paced.
I feel like a little luck is involved too. I guess I think
Oh
when it's
yeah,
like
very
that.
much.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much. It like I said, only very few people have ever beaten it.
Hmm.
But like nights 1 through 5, I can get through the first 3 nights super easily.
Yeah.
If you know how to play the game properly, like you can get through the first 3 nights super easily. The fourth night, little bit of difficulty. Fifth night is pretty difficult, but
Alright, cool.
not impossible.
All right.
So, but yeah, it would be. I think it would be pretty fun to watch you play that game.
All right, I can definitely try that out.
Who knows?
For sure.
Who knows? You might be interested in checking out the other games.
Yeah,
The
maybe.
fourth one is horrifying. The fourth one is the one that's terrifying.
All right, CJ, we'll let
Yeah.
you go.
Okie dokie. You guys
For
for
a
Minecraft a little
now.
later, or you guys done?
Oh, I thought we're moving straight into that now, right?
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get the stream ready, and then I'm gonna grab something to eat while I'm doing that, and then we can just go live whenever it's set up.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, cool.
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
All right, that
Alrighty.
concludes episode 2 of the Skill Tree podcast this week.
Bye bye.
We shall be back next week, hopefully around 7 p.m. And we'll catch you later. Hey, W, what's up, man? He comes in
W's
there.
He
here.
comes in last second.
A podcast? Yes, sir. This is episode 2, my friend. What's going on? Hope you had a
Yes.
good day.
Every Friday at 7 p.m.
Yep.
Eastern.
And then we're
Should
going
probably
straight.
mention the Eastern part.
He probably came in for the Minecraft. Is like, what is this? This ain't Minecraft.
Minecraft will be starting in a little bit.
All right. Catch you all later. I'm just going to grab some meat and I'm setting this up. It shouldn't take me too long.
Yeah, I just need to boot up my laptop real quick.
All right. Cool. All right,
Alrighty.
then. Peace out, guys. We need foot
Peace.
beer reverence.
No.
Oh boy.
No.
We're part of the Foot Clan, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I was thinking about the Foot Bear. Whenever I heard Foot before, the Foot Clan.
I will fully
Yeah.
embrace the foot beer reference.
We are the
once
Foot
I get
Clan.
merch going.
Yeah,
I get
Foot
merch
Clan
going.
from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. We are willing this into existence, and we're probably gonna get sued. So.
Oh boy. Well, it was a good run.
It was a good run. All right, care. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right.
Alrighty, you too.
All right, bye.